I'm 88 years old. I've lived through 12 presidents, 3 wars, and 2 heart attacks. I have a house that's paid off and a bank account that most men my age would envy. But here I am, sitting in a house that's too quiet, realizing that the American dream I chased for 6 decades was a beautifully wrapped lie. I'm going to tell you 5 things that Forbes, your career coaches, or your drinking buddies will never have the guts to say. Things I wish someone had grabbed me by the collar and screamed at me 40 years ago. Don't blink, because by the time you realize I'm right, you'll be sitting in a chair just like this one, wondering where all the time went. I remember 1974. I was 36, at the top of my game. I just landed the biggest contract of my career. I walked through that front door feeling like a king, smelling of expensive tobacco and ambition. My son, he was 5 then. He ran to me with a drawing in his hand, looking up with eyes that thought I hung the moon. I didn't even look at it. I just patted his head and said, "Not now, son. Daddy's tired. Daddy's busy." I can still hear the sound of his little sneakers squeaking as he walked away, quiet, dejected. I thought I was working for him, but the truth was, I was working for my own ego. I chose a spreadsheet over a memory, and my wife, she'd have dinner waiting. I'd eat in silence, my mind already back at the office. I ignored the tired lines around her eyes. I thought providing a paycheck was the same as providing a soul. I was wrong. Those years felt like they'd last forever, but time is a thief that doesn't just take your days, it takes the versions of the people you loved that you'll never get to see again. Now I sit in this big, beautiful house. The floors are heated, and the walls are filled with expensive art. But you know what? It's just a tomb with better lighting. I look at my phone. It's the latest model. My grandkids sent it for Christmas. I wait for it to buzz, a text, a call, anything. But it stays silent because I was too busy to build a bridge back when they were building their lives. I see men your age in the supermarket, staring at their Apple Watches, rushing to the next meeting. I want to grab them by the shoulders and say, "The man with the most toys doesn't win. The man with the most people at his dinner table wins. I have the money to buy the finest steak in the city, but I eat it alone, listening to the hum of the refrigerator." Silence is a heavy thing, son. It's the interest you pay on a life of being too busy for the people who mattered. You think you're providing, but they don't need your provision as much as they need your presence. Don't trade your soul for a corner office that won't even remember your name a week after you're gone. You want to know the real killer? It's not cancer. It's not a heart attack. It's the ego. That voice in your head that whispers, "Just one more promotion," or "Once I have the bigger house, then I'll be happy." We men, we're built to conquer, but we're so busy conquering the world that we forget to conquer our own pride. I spent 40 years trying to be the man in the boardroom, only to realize I was a stranger in my own hallway. We confuse respect with fear. We confuse providing with buying. We think that if we're the loudest voice in the room, we're leading. No. Leading is when you're the first to say, "I'm sorry, and I missed you." I realized too late that my ego was just a suit of armor I wore to protect a hollow heart. I was so afraid of looking weak that I forgot how to be human. And now, the armor is heavy, and there's nobody left to take it off for me. Success without a soul to share it with is the ultimate failure. Don't build a monument to yourself only to find you're the only one visiting it. 5 things, not 4, not 3. 5 truths that cost me 80 years to learn. Listen close. 1. Your title is a lease, not an identity. When you leave that office, they'll replace your desk in a week. But your seat at the dinner table, no one can fill that. Stop being a hero at work and a stranger at home. 2. Attention is the only true currency of love. I bought my wife diamonds, but I didn't give her my eyes when she spoke. Diamonds don't listen. You do. Put the phone down. Look at her. Really look at her. 3. Your body is the only house you truly live in. I treated my health like a credit card I'd never have to pay back. Now, I have the money for the best doctors, but I don't have the breath to walk to the porch. Respect your temple while it's still standing. 4. Vulnerability is the ultimate strength. I thought being a man meant being a stone. I was wrong. A stone doesn't grow, it just erodes. Tell your children you're proud of them. Tell your friends you love them. Don't take those words to the grave. 5. Regret is heavier than failure. I'm not crying over the businesses I lost. I'm crying over the risks I didn't take with my heart. Failure is a bruise. Regret is a hole in your soul. Go after what matters, even if you look like a fool. You have something I'd give all my millions for: time. Don't spend it building a palace for a man who will end up sitting in it alone. Go, fix it, now.